Yo, welcome to the Relative Vision TV podcast. It's your boy, Marcus Hood. I'm here with another season for you, season 3, episode 1, with some bangers. I got somebody on the line with me that I think is the hottest thing coming up in the West Coast. Real original sound, real organic. Somebody I've been tapped in with for a real long time that's really tapped in with the community and doing great things.
Most definitely. Well, I go by the name of Prestige, also known as the Educated G. I am hailing from Inglewood, California. That's my hometown. That's where I was raised at. And a little bit about me, just in terms of what I got going on, who I am, what I do. I am an artist and I'm a producer. Essentially, I like to classify myself as an artist because I get back all the way to church, 8, 9 years old, when I was in children's choir and my dad was in the church band. I was always around a whole bunch of just vetted and polished artists from all different types of backgrounds that happen to be in the church band. So,
start to be your number one thing.
It happened in college, honestly. It's always been there, but it really started to blossom and become more into fruition once I got to college. I want to say not a lot of people knew that I was involved in music because it was something that I knew I was still working on, and I was very, very nervous and also very sensitive. That's, for me, when it comes to creating music, it's always driven by inspiration.
Who you picking for the Super Bowl? What's your thoughts on that?
Honestly, I know the Eagles are struggling in that last game with the Saints. That was pretty crazy. That was a wild game. But I would definitely
Eagles fan?
No, I'm not an Eagles fan at all. I'm actually a Rams fan, but yeah, we had a rough season, bro. Season this year.
So you got to make
OBJ don't know what he want.
You made a sacrifice. You won a Super Bowl. Now you get to lose a season. It's okay.
Opportunity to grow that business. So, that first step was establishing the LLC. It's called 222 Entertainment LLC, and that's been in operation for about 1.5 years, going on 2 years. And after that, it's just been networking, collaboration. A lot of my success that I've had has been through collaboration, just being open to working with different artists that have different sounds and also have different opportunities behind them. Not necessarily using them for those opportunities, but sort of a cross-pollination because everybody that I've ever collabed with, we all had something to offer to each other without it necessarily being one-sided at all. So, I mean, I'm particular. I'm just very particular. I said all that to say this. But I would say hip-hop wise, Freddie Gibbs, he's been in constant rotation. I've always known about Freddie Gibbs ever since college, and I'm just very thankful and happy to see that he's finally getting his due diligence because he's an underdog. And I'm an underdog type of person, so I'm always going to root for the underdog every time I see that situation pop about. But Freddie Gibbs, mad talented, mad. You know what? I'm going to throw the homie in there. I'm going to say Katori Walker out of Pasadena, California. This dude is mad talented. He's been on the scene since 2017, probably longer than that. But he first went viral when he did his. You have an opportunity. As long as you have a heartbeat, you have an opportunity. So I'd say, to sum that up, as long as you have air in your lungs and a heartbeat, you have opportunity. So that's one thing that I go by.
That's right. So last thing we're going to touch on is, I know you deal with kids, but if you had a message to tell the young audience and a younger version of yourself, what is the most important message that you can get across to the youth or a younger version of yourself? What is a key secret, to thriving as an entrepreneur, as a student, to be a successful, black man, to be a successful black woman, to, like, what is something that will help people that struggle and get over the hump?
It only takes one candle to start a forest fire. And to expand on that, what that means is that if you compare, or if you take that phrase and compare it to the lives, Kobe Bryant, RIP, Nipsey Hussle, who else is influential that we lost in the past few years, Young Dolph, the list goes on. If you look at how impactful those individuals were, they influenced millions of people in the nation, if not globally. And those were just individual lives. That was one person. Yeah. Everybody considers Kobe to be the GOAT of our generation. That's one person, even though he was a part of an organization.
So, whether you got an album coming, how can we tap in with you?
Man, so check it out. Like I said before, St. Valentine 2 coming Valentine's weekend. That's next month. It's going to be on all platforms from Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Deezer, Google Play, Amazon Store, Napster, if that still exists. It's going to be all on those streaming platforms. If you search in Prestige with that dot at the end of it, all my music is going to come up. You can find me on all social media platforms at 222 PRESTIGE, spelled exactly how it looks. And just know it's going up like SpaceX, you feel me? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I appreciate you coming on the show. This is Relative Vision TV. You know what I mean? Another podcast. This is season 3. I started the season off with a boom with somebody that's coming out with some bangers, and you got to look out for. It's the West Coast, and we're coming.